from age 0 to 6. What we see in the outside world, we assume it's all good because we are innocent, right? So we make assumption, we make different conclusion, and if we repeat the assumption long enough, it becomes a program.
Hello, this is Raymond, New York Times top 10 bestselling author, bringing you Respark Your Life podcast, the world's premier podcast to ignite the fire to allow you to live life on your own terms. Every single Thursday, I bring you a multi-millionaire, world-famous celebrity to teach you about the most fascinating ways in order to live a far better life. Every single Thursday, you just need to subscribe by hitting the subscribe button. I'll see you every Thursday to Respark Your Life.
Yes, this is Raymond Aaron with yet another stealth wizard. Sometimes I bring you my world-famous friends, but mostly I bring you people you'd never hear of without this podcast. And I have here with me Dr. Alain Salas. He's best known for helping people like you, but also coaches and health professionals, how to break the cycle of your limiting beliefs so you can achieve vibrant health, harmonious relationships, and wonderful prosperity for yourself and your clients and your patients. He is the creator of the mind clearing, body clearing, and goal and success clearing systems. He is a #1 Amazon bestselling author, a chiropractor, and a mind and body expert. He's served over 4,000 clients around the world, mostly in the United States and Europe, for almost 30 years. Wow. And he has some mind clearing, body clearing wizardry to tell us, because I don't even know what mind clearing and body clearing are. So, Dr. Alain, are you with us?
Yes, Raymond, thank you for the introduction. I'm really excited to be here and talk to some Canadian people here, or maybe people from all over. I don't know, what is your audience?
Yes, all over the world.
Excellent.
Here to hear you. So let's jump right in. What the heck does it mean to mind clear? If you mind cleared me, what would go away or what would happen?
Yeah, well, if I say mind clearing, it implies that your mind can be unclear, right? And so, it's always mind-boggling, if I may say that. We don't know how the mind works, right? We talk about mind-body connection on healing. We talk about the power of the mind, but really what the mind is. So I think it will be nice to talk about what is the mind. And it's things that are very accessible. You can Google what I'm saying. So first of all, we live in two separate worlds in the same time. What do I mean by that? It's kind of like we've got two minds, Raymond. The first mind is like, it's the outside, right? It's the outside world, right? It's called the conscious mind. So who you think you are, what you are aware of, your thought, your emotion, your feeling, obviously, your behavior, and your action, what you think you can do, what you think you cannot do, how you perceive your reality. So that's the outer world, that's your conscious mind. And after, we've got a secret subconscious mind, the one that you don't know what's going on, And so this mind does several things, right? And one of those things is that record everything you have been doing in your life, Raymond, from age 0 to now. It's recorded in there. All the skill as a human being, all the skill as a podcaster, whatever work you're doing are stored there. All the things in your body that are processed automatically, that meanings that you don't have to think about it, like your breathing, your heartbeat, it's stored in your subconscious mind. But more than anything else, that subconscious mind is very powerful. What do I mean by that? If you look at the conscious mind, so your conscious mind is your self-identity, what you're aware of, right? Process data at 11 bits per second. Your subconscious mind processes data at 11 million bits per second. So it's 1 million times more powerful. But this is nothing compared to what I'm going to tell you. So I'm going to warn your audience. If you guys are standing up, please sit down if you can. If you are sit down, buckle up. Because what I'm going to tell you is going to make you rethink who you are at the core as a human being.
Wow.
So what do I mean by that? If you look at the ratio between your conscious mind and your subconscious mind, your conscious mind is 5 to 10%, depending who you're reading, 5 or 10% of your mind only. Your subconscious mind, therefore, is 90 to 95% of your mind. And yet, for healing, growth, and transformation, we focus on what? Only our conscious mind, meaning that we use only 5 or 10% of our mind and brain power. So I thought to myself, why not bringing the subconscious mind to the party? And let's have fun with 100% of our mind power, right?
Right
what do you
on.
think about that, Raymond?
Yes, bring it to the party. I like that.
Exactly. And so this is mind-blowing. And when after I discovered that basically we can be programmed. So what do I mean by that? Yes, we are highly programmable human beings. For example, from age 0 to 6 to 8 years old, what we see in the outside world that we talk about, right? We assume it's all good because we are innocent, right? So we make assumptions, we make different conclusions with those assumptions. And if we repeat the assumption long enough, it becomes a program.
Yes.
So Raymond, we've got two different kind of programs. So we've got programs that are serving us. It's kind of like our mind is working for us instead of working against us. And those programs, I call them empowering belief. Empowering belief. And after you've got another program that used to serve us, but they are not serving us any longer. And those are called limiting belief. So it's kind of like your mind is working against you. I mean, we all know about that, right? Why am I doing that things again and again, right? Why am I treating this kind of woman? Why, I'm always sick? Why I'm always nervous if I have to talk in public? Why I've got this fear, that panic that I cannot control? All those things are coming from those limiting beliefs that are controlling you. Because I'm going to tell you something, Raymond. If you think you're in control, you're highly mistaken. Your 5 or 10% of your mind thinks that you're in control. No. It's your limiting belief that control you, meaning it's your past. Because those limiting beliefs are what? Trauma that you have been experiencing in your life that are unresolved. Highly challenging things, right, that has been in your life. Let me give you an example, right? Let's pretend, Raymond, there's a little girl that sees her dad that is an alcoholic, drunk every night, coming back home and beat up his wife. Raymond, what do you think that woman now, she became a woman, what kind of man she's going to attract to into her life?
She thinks that a marriage is a man beating her.
That's it. So now there's two things that comes out. Probably 80 to 90% of the population will agree with us, right? But let me point out two different things. First things, if you ask that woman now, right, and you tell her, hey, do you enjoy to get beat up, like your mom? What she's going to say? She's going to say, heck no. So what does it mean? It means the conscious mind, a self-identity, says no, but the subconscious mind has been programmed as men are predators and women are prey. So now there's another question that comes up. Oh, she's going to attract that man. She's going to say, hey, you shake his hand and say, hey, can we date and can you beat me up? Of course, it's not going to happen that way. So it's kind of like our subconscious mind are all connected.
Yes.
And again, the subconscious mind, we're not aware of what's going on in there, right? So we are not aware of this connection. That's why some people say we are all one. Doesn't mean that we have to love everybody, right? It means we are connected. So that's how it works. So a subconscious mind is going to say, hey, look at this guy over there. Look at this guy. He has been bullied and now he's a bully. So you've got that predator program. So let's investigate, right? And the subconscious mind of this guy is going to talk to the subconscious mind of that woman and say, hey, look, she's got the prey program. And like you say in English, it takes two to tango, right? So they're going to attract each other. They're going to fall in love. And there's 3 different case scenarios that can happen, sir. Case scenario number 1, like you say, they got married, right? And she gets stuck in that relationship for the rest of her life. Case scenario number 1. Case scenario number 2, she go with that guy and get tired of a beat up and maybe attract another guy, another abusive relationship. Maybe she's got kids along the way, but lots of suffering, right?
Yes.
And so there's 2 things that those women are telling me. The first one, the most common one, they say, hey, you know what, Dr. Salas, don't talk to me about men. I'm done with men. They're not good for me, right? It's kind of like there's a fire. You put your finger in the fire, you burn yourself once, twice, and after you say, oh, I'm not going to put my hand in the fire because I know what's going to happen, right? But also, what true healing will be, it will be that because we can learn from our life experiences, we can change, we can transform ourselves from our life experiences, right? So the true healing will be she's going to attract somebody totally different. She's going to attract somebody that is very nurturing, very kind to her, that respected her, that see her as her equal. And that's how you know that you have been healed. That's case scenario number 2. And after, just to finish it up, case scenario number 3, what happens? She can come to see somebody like me that does the reprogramming, right? The 3 step of mind clearing. That was your question, right? What is mind clearing, right? It's like when you've got a bad program in your computer, right? Matter of fact, we can compare the mind as a computer, right? Let's pretend like the mind is like a computer. So your brain is your hard drive. Your software is like your subconscious mind.
Right.
The output of your software, of your subconscious mind, is your conscious mind. And your behavior is reflected in the screen of life. So if I've got a good software, if I've got lots of empowering belief, Raymond's going to ask me, how's your life? I say, man, never better. I enjoy myself. Life is good. Don't change anything, right?
Dr. Alain, I got a question for you.
Yes.
I have a limiting belief that I'm aware of. And it's funny. It's ridiculous because I've been on stage for over 40 years. I've written 147 books. I've been on radio and television. I've been all over. I've helped millions of people over 4 decades. And I have a mountain of success stories and testimonials and love letters from people around the world. And yet, every single time one of my staff hands me a letter for me, I say, oh my gosh, it's a client who hates me and wants to sue me. And I open the letter, and sure enough, it's another client who loves me that I put on the top of this mountain. And the next time a letter comes, I say, oh my gosh, it's a client who hates me. And after 40 years, it's lessened, it's lower, it's way lower, but it's still there. What do I do?
Well, you need to deprogram it. And it's very simple because when you talk the same language, right? In my field, if you want, Raymond, the problem is like they say, oh, if you want to get rid of those limiting beliefs, right? What you need to do, you need to write down a journal, you need to see how you feel, but they don't talk the same language. So what is the language of our subconscious mind? Well, when you've got a dream, what do you remember of a dream? There's always a picture with it, right? It's a movie, right? And so that's how you do it. So I will tell you, Raymond, in your case, I will say, okay, I want you, step number 1 of a mind clearing. I want you to visualize you expecting that letter and explaining the worst case scenario of what can happen to you. So you visualize
I know how to do that.
Yeah, so I'm sure you're good at it. I'm sure you do that. You do that all the time. So you visualize that, right?
Yeah.
So that's going to be that visualization, and you have to be in that picture. And so that's going to be the representation of your limiting belief. That's the thing you don't want, right? Mm-hmm. So what we'll do, I created a program that you're going to reprogram yourself, and we customize it a little bit to you, right? And you reprogram yourself. And after, when we are done with deleting what you don't want, which is freaking out about, what people may think of you, after what we'll do, I will ask you now, I want you to visualize totally the opposite of that picture. A picture that you absolutely love. And that's going to be the symbolic representation of your empowering belief. Because, we don't need to identify what are your limiting beliefs. We don't need to identify what's We know what's causing them, but we don't need to identify what they are. We just replace them by empowering one. Because how can you use only 5 or 10% of your mind power or brain power to fix 90% of your mind power? I mean, the odds
Right.
are against you, right? It's not going to happen. This is it.
Right.
So I will say now you visualize, and now we're going to download to your subconscious mind that picture perfect, if I may say that, or what you want, right? We'll customize it. So I'm just a guide. You are using your own ability to heal. I'm giving you the technology, empowering yourself to heal yourself. You see, that's the holy grail of healing, when you can empower somebody to heal himself, right? And I'm
Yes.
just a guide to helping you. And after the step number 3, it's just you want to make sure that you manifest that on your screen of life. Remember that screen of life? You want to make
Yeah.
sure that you create that into your life, meaning that when you take a letter, you're not going to even think about it. It's going to be out of your mind. And so we do one treatment like that, right? And if it's, let's see, it's lessened, but it's still there. So we'll do another treatment of what aggravated. For example, if you receive a letter by surprise and it triggers it, well, you're going to visualize you receiving a letter by surprise, and we do the process again. It's called
Ah,
resistance of healing. I do that for pain also. There's people coming for pain in 70 to 80% of the people in 1 or 2 visits, they are treated for pain and he won't come back.
wow.
So
Wow.
it's even more than limiting belief. It's negative programming. I use limiting belief because people have an idea. Because if you Google limiting belief, what you're going to find? Oh, I'm not good enough. I'm too old to do this, blah, blah, blah. Yes, that's a part of it. But that's why I created the body clearing, because do you think that those negative program, it means your negative mind, can impact your body and create pain? Yeah, I treat that every day. Do you think that they can create symptoms in your body? Yes, I treat that every day. Do you think that they create inflammation in your body? Of course, I treat that every day. Do you think when you've got a goal and success in life, and you think that your mind can prevent you to reach it? Of course. I help people with that every day. So when you understand, how the mind works and you speak the same language, because the good news, we are all programmed, right? The good news,
Yes.
if we are programmed, we can be deprogrammed.
Yes.
That's the good news. That's what I want
Wow.
people to remember, that we can do, like your things, we can treat that in 1 or 2 visits. And so imagine all the life of maybe anxiety toward that, all the life of that you have been to live, but it's not your fault, sir. It's a program that you have in your subconscious
Got
mind.
it. And
And
doctor,
so, yes, sir.
Dr. Alain, you have not, I haven't been able to identify your limiting beliefs, but I have been able to identify an empowering belief that you have. Because French is your first language, you have to talk fast with your hands and with gigantic passion. You have to do it. You don't know any other way to talk.
That's true. And I'm Latino, my blood is mainly Spanish, right? I still have family in Spain. I'm second generation French, right? I mean, Spanish living in France. So, yeah, I've got that Latino things. I cannot help it. And
Yes.
because it's so important, this is life changing for people. Imagine, people who have been afraid to speak in public. I used to be afraid to speak in public, believe it or not. I used to be. Now I'm not. This program, bye-bye, they are gone. It's so liberating. You can be
My,
yourself, right? You
my
can be more
listeners,
connected to your spirit.
my listeners are in love with you and they want what you got. So how can they how can they use your services? What can you give us? Tell me.
Well, the best things when you've got knowledge, because now you guys got knowledge, right? So if you don't apply the knowledge, I mean, that's too bad, right? Because some people, are not even aware of. So what you need to do, you go to themindclearing.com, you go into contact, and there's a form you can fill in, right? And there's my email. And so I will, try it. Try it out. I will treat you. I will give you a treatment. I will give you 20% off if they mention your podcast. And we can tackle whatever you want, like a negative emotion that you had for years, negative belief, pain, all that stuff that I've been saying. Now, if you want to learn for yourself. I've got a program that will teach you how to do it. You don't have to have any PhD on health, on psychology, on things like that. You just can help yourself to transform yourself, to heal yourself, and to grow. But not only yourself, you can help your entire family, right? And so if you are a coach and a health professional and you want to go deeper and you just don't want to help people at the surface, you want to go deeper and help and get the best for your patient and your client, you can learn that to help yourself, but also to help professionally or your customers.
Wow. Now, you said the domain name with a bit of a French accent, and I want you to say it slowly to make sure we got it.
So it's called, thank you, I appreciate it. So it's called themindclearing.com.
Themindclearing.com.
You got it.
Okay.
You've got a very good accent, sir.
Canadians don't have accents. Well, you have been a joy. You've been a passion. You are totally dedicated to your service, and it's a brilliant service. Brilliant.
Thank you.
So thank you. Thank you. You've been a wonderful guest. I really, really enjoyed it. And I wish you the best of success delivering your brand of eliminating limiting beliefs to many more thousands of people to come.
Thank you, Raymond. Greatly appreciated you.
Wow, I sure hope you enjoyed that fascinating episode. Please make sure you've subscribed, and please tell your friends if you like it that they will probably like it as well. For your information, this experience, this service, this podcast has been sponsored by the Orbit Coaching Program. All of my friends, all my world-famous speaker friends, all have coaching programs. Mine has been independently rated as the #1 high-level coaching program. You cannot purchase it. You have to audition for it by me personally. If you're interested, please email me at respark@aaron.com. respark@aaron. Say that you're interested in being considered for the Orbit Coaching Program and include your cell phone number so that I personally will call you back.